I've had the story for 3 years. I've had this interview with Virginia Roberts. We would not put it on the air. First of all, I was told, who's Jeffrey Epstein? No one knows who that is. This is a stupid story. Then the palace found out that we had her whole allegations about Prince Andrew and threatened us a million different ways. We were so afraid we wouldn't be able to interview Kate and Will that also quashed the story. And then Alan Dershowitz was also implicated in it because of the planes. She told me everything. She had pictures. She had everything. She was in hiding for 12 years. We convinced her to come out. We convinced her to talk to us. It was unbelievable what we had. Clinton. We had everything. I tried for 3 years to get it on, to no avail, and now it's all coming out, and it's like these new revelations, and I freaking had all of it. I'm so pissed right now. Like, every day I get more and more pissed because I'm just like, oh my God, what we had was unreal. Other women backing it up. Hey, yep. Brad Edwards, the attorney, 3 years ago, saying there will come a day when we will realize Jeffrey Epstein was the most prolific pedophile this country has ever known. I had it all 3 years ago.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. I'm Van. We are all the LFR family. Thank you again for clicking the play button. Hopefully you hit that like button as well. That's the only price of admission for our live streams, to simply hit the like button. I pray you're all in good health. Your spirit is aligned with your destiny, and that you've given thanks to God or the universe or your ancestors, whatever or whoever you believe in, as long as you did what you need, what's necessary, so you can stay positive, you can stay uplifted, you can stop defeating yourself with whataboutisms, especially if it's in the negative. You're thinking pessimistically because I don't know, maybe you're stressed out, maybe you got anxiety, whatever the case is. I pray that all of that is released from your spirit and we can move forward to something positive, because unlike what Charlemagne the God continues to say on every single platform he is on, mutual destruction is not an option. They want mutual destruction to happen because this is what they want to do. They want to rip the country apart from the inside out so that they can be able to create a new one, because everybody got this utopic idea of what this country should look like and should be like, and they don't have a damn clue. They really don't. Everybody's just blaming one another, all of this fighting both sides of the aisle, fighting each other. We're fighting within, and it's just BS. We're not getting anywhere. No progress is happening at all. And that's just in my opinion, but I've been wrong many other times, so don't pay me any mind. First of all, I want to say shout out to Cobos Pedro for being the very first one to pull up today, saying, what's up, Van? Let's go. I appreciate you pulling up, big dog. Don't know how long you're going to be around, but I appreciate you pulling up. And also Nelly for pulling up right behind him, like, good morning. So good morning to you guys. Shout out to Louis B. Fishing, Wheezy, shout out to B. Thank you so much, guys, for pulling up. I appreciate it. Sorry to go live while some of your favorite people are live at the same time. I just actually go live whenever I have the time to do so, because I have a busy schedule ahead of me today. We have a lot to discuss. All right, so what you just now saw was in 2019, ABC News admitted to deliberately burying a key interview with Epstein accuser Virginia Roberts. And they buried this interview for 3 years. And that would have completely exposed and reshaped this whole conversation. But it was more important to them to get an interview from somebody from the, from the royal family, I suppose. And they're saying that this interview has exposed damning evidence against Bill Clinton, Prince Andrew, and other powerful figures. Knowing this, ABC sat on it for 3 years, calling it a stupid story and burying it to protect their access to royalty. Listen, all I'm going to say is this. This happened in 2019. This happened during Trump's first administration, his first time as president, right? If they wanted to completely bury or destroy Trump, then wouldn't this been the catalyst that they needed? Like, wouldn't this been the information that they needed to put out there? Especially since they believe that he is the main character in this whole ep files thing. You know what I mean? Also, man, I just want to say, bro, I do realize that my numbers are pinched lately. A lot of people have been pointing that out. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about the numbers. Let me worry about the numbers, okay? I know a lot of y'all looking at the numbers and saying, yo, for this channel to be this big, blah, 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 blah. All I'll say is this: whether we got 2 eyes watching our videos or 2 million is worth it, because we're having these conversations that a lot of people are afraid to. And I'm appreciative of that. Please do me one favor, though. Tell me one thing that you are grateful for in the chat. Just one thing. I'll start it off. I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for the fact that you've taken a moment out of your time to spend with me. I'm grateful for everybody that has ever supported this channel with your time, with your dime, just collectively with ideas. You know what I mean? So thank you so much. I'm grateful that I woke up this morning. I'm grateful that I woke up this morning next to my wife. I'm grateful that I have a roof over my head. I'm grateful that I got clothes on my back and water. I'm grateful that I got fresh water. Yeah, I need to thank God that you got fresh water. There's places around the world that still do not have fresh water, not even around the world. There is cities in our own amazing country that still do not have fresh water. Shout out to Flint, Michigan. Okay. So guys, stop taking your blessings for granted, please, man. That's all I'm gonna say, man. It's imperative that we start to definitely thank God for everything that we have, because our lives are far more abundant than we give it credit. We always looking at the things that we don't have, and we hyper focus on those things, and we never consider everything that we were blessed with. Some of y'all are 50 years old. That's something to give God thanks for. When I was younger, I didn't see myself getting past age 22. And you're 50 years old and you still complain about mundane things in your life. All I would say is shut the hell up, grow a pair, and thank the Lord for all of your blessings, man. His grace and his mercy is far more than enough, because his grace is because you've been blessed way more than you deserve. And his mercy just simply means that you haven't been punished nearly for the crimes that you've committed or for the sins that you have committed, either on this earth or in your heart, man. So at the end of the day, the more we start to activate, the more positive change will happen around us. And a lot of times we like to blame other people or other situations the same way we have big pockets of this country that like to complain about the government didn't put us in position to have this. They only put these groups of people in position, white people specifically. They put white people in position to have this, that, and the third. Are you freaking kidding me, man? I'm so tired of hearing that, bro. I'm so tired of hearing it. And guess what? A part of it could be true. Did slavery happen? Yes. And did Jim Crow happen? Yes. So many things. Redlining happened. The Holocaust happened. So many things have happened. World wars have happened. Civil wars have happened. Okay. Are you alive? Can you talk about it? Do you have a family? Do you have experiences? Have you ever tasted fruit? Have you ever tasted fruit? Have you ever drank a nice, clean bottle of water? Have you ever done that? Have you ever purchased any bit of clothing that made you feel good, made you feel handsome, made you feel pretty? Have you ever done anything to make you feel attractive? You know what I mean? Have you ever eaten a plate of food exactly what you wanted in that plate? Be it spaghetti, steak, broccoli, I don't know, string bean casserole, and just sit down on the couch and just bask in the moment. You're filled, your body, your belly is full, and you're happy, you're content with life, and you see people around you who love you, care about you, think about you, ask about you, but you still have the nerve to complain about what you don't have. Man, you lucky I wasn't in the Bible. I would have told you to shut the hell up. Shut up. In the Bible, I probably would have been three people. I would have been either Moses, David, or Peter, because I would have stabbed somebody for Jesus. And I would have been a man after God's own heart. And if he told me to move and take people through the woods and just take them to this place and that, and just get them out of captivity, don't even think about the fact that we don't have everything we need, just move, I would have done that like Moses. So at the end of the day, guys, and no, I'm not above reproach. I'm not above anybody talking about me, because guess what? If you've ever heard any rumors about me, believe them. I don't give two damns, bro. I'm not going to sit here and try to take up. No, I didn't do that. I didn't say that. No, I probably did it. I probably did it, and I probably said it. And what? Because guess what? Neither of you have a heaven nor hell to put me in. So that's what makes me unique. I don't care to defend anything. Life is short. I'm 47 years old, man. Been married for 27 years. Got beautiful family. I am blessed. Do my bank account look the way I wanted to look? Hell no, it does not. But it's because of my own decisions. So guess what? If my own decisions put me in a spot, then my own decisions can get me out of the spot, because God has blessed me that much. I'm overjoyed to wake up this morning, man. I'm overjoyed to be able to sit down in front of you and just talk to y'all about life. Talk to y'all about what's going on in politics. Talk to y'all about anything, man. See how you're doing. Just to say hi. Just to ask you to tell me one thing that you're grateful for. Why? Because that will make you lock in to the fact that you didn't do it yourself. You didn't wake yourself up. You understand that? You're not the reason why you're able to see right now. You're not the reason why you're able to hear me right now. You're not the reason why you're able to taste food and drinks right now. That's not the reason. These medications that we're stuffing in our bodies on a day-to-day basis, those geniuses, those genius minds that came together to go into labs to find out how to fix our ailments, they were all blessed by the hand of God, man. You need to thank God for your physicians. Thank God for the gas in your vehicles to be able to get to and fro doctor's appointments or to see your family members. A lot of times we aren't blessed because we don't thank God for all the blessings that we currently have. We were sitting in our house with ingredients in the kitchen to create a meal, but we would complain because we don't have the meal we want, or we don't have the money to go out and buy whatever we want to eat at the time. We're spoiled. We're entitled. And we need to get away from that. Why? Because once we get away from that, we will see ourselves more as human, and we will have conversations with other people who are just as human as we are, without judgment, without thinking that we're too good to talk to them, without thinking that they are just stupid and we're above them, they're beneath us. Get over that mess, man. Hate to be that, but you know what I mean? A lot of people, man, you so angry in the morning. Guess what? That's what I'll be. That's what I'll be. But it's not angry as far as I'm mad or anything like that. It's not angry as far as me being negative. It's me trying to beat that negativity out of your mind, bro. Like, insist, get that negativity out of your heart, because that's what it's going to take for us to be a better nation. I promise you on that. Right now, both sides of the aisle are fighting, and they're not fighting for you or I. They are fighting to make political points. That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm seeing. All right? I see that these people don't have our best interests at heart at all. Some people do. Some of them do. I'm not going to say they all don't. Some of them do. All right? For instance, Jasmine Crockett. Jasmine Crockett has the heart for her people, for the people that support her, for the people that tell her that what she's doing on a daily basis is what to do. What she's saying on a daily basis is what to say. those are the people that she gives a damn about. Right? And a lot of politicians are the exact same way. I'm only here for the people that put me in the office. And that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Why? Because we all got to share this space together. Right? Also, for everybody that's criticizing Trump for every single move that he's making, relax. Because y'all wasn't criticizing Biden on every single move that he was making. Now, you got the conservatives that was criticizing Biden. But now you won't criticize Trump for the thing. So it's like, don't be hypocrites, guys. Don't be that. We can be better than that. All right. That's all I'm saying. Thank y'all so much for pulling up again. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you to everyone who has been going to hatsforsale.com and grabbing you some merch. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for the bottom of my heart. And for everyone who said that Mito Blue on blueturner.com, this right here. For everyone who said that this is expensive, make sure you put an LFR 20 inside of your checkout when you check out, so you get 20% off. Also, if you compare this Mito Blue to other methylene blue, you will see that not only is this more potent, but it doesn't have all of the messiness of the liquids, and it's actually just as, I don't know, the cost is around the same as everything else that's out there, if you think about it. So grab you some. All right. What are we talking about today? ABC had the opportunity to put out some information, and I got this from Benny Johnson. I don't know if y'all seen the video. It was playing when y'all first pulled up, but that was ABC in 2019. I'm going to play it again because I want y'all to focus on this one time where she's talking about, we could have talked about this. I buried this and this, that, and the other. And then her producers in her ear said something to her. I don't know what it was, but she stopped. She acknowledged them. She finished her thought just for a little bit more, and then she ended it. All right. Shout out to Benny Johnson for this. And also, I see we just now got a super chat. Shout out to Tijuana Border Jumper. My go-to things to God is my brain, intellect, the ability to read. Thank you, Father in heaven. Absolutely, 1,000%, man. 1,000%. Your brain is, man, y'all don't know how blessed y'all are, man. Y'all really don't know how blessed y'all. So I promise you, if you need a better understanding of how blessed you are, think about all the things that you have been through. That's it. Think about all the things that you've gone through, that you've gotten through. Don't think about the pains of being in those situations, but think about the things that you and your family have gotten through collectively and by yourself. Like, just think about that, man. Think about it. Think about all the things around the world, these catastrophes that have not hit your doorstep. Think about that. Think about the fact that you did not wake up as 50 years ago. You was not born in Russia. You was not born in Venezuela. You know what I mean? Think about that. You were born in the greatest nation in the world. How about that? And I'm not trying to knock anybody, because I got my international fans out there, my international friends from around the world. I appreciate you guys. But even, I'm just saying, man, it's just so many things. If we sit here and we counted our blessings, we will be talking all day long. Imagine that. If I was to read every single chat that comes up telling me how grateful you are for your family, for another day on earth, for your mind, for your heart, for the love that you have for people, we will be all daggone day, man. Thank you so much, Tijuana Border Jumper. I appreciate you, brother. Shout out to Jared. Jared with the roses. Jared got the draws. He said he got, oh yeah, just an update for you guys. When Jared bought those flowers for his wife, he bought the 11 red roses with the one white supreme rose. And we asked him to report back to us GTD, and he said GTD. And just in case you don't know what that means, it means he got the draws. As he should. That's his wife. All right. Some people are, let me see, some people are grateful for honesty, for this channel, for your families. Yeah, let me see. Let me put them up here. Do you see that? You see that? Grateful for Nanny. You know what I mean? Y'all are just dope. Nanny. Let me see. So at the end of the day, man, good morning to everybody. What's going on, Quincy? Don't be here starting no trouble today, all right? I ain't got no time for it. I ain't got no time for no trouble. All right, we got some things we're going to talk about today. Of course, I'm going to stir up a little bit of controversy because there are people who are posting videos just complaining, bro. Just complaining. Like, I just feel like complaining and y'all going to listen to me. Y'all going to hear me out while I complain. I'm like, shh, the hell up. Is that all you want to do is damn complain, bro? Like this lady right here.
One of the messages that I keep reading over and over is that Black Americans are not humble. And I just wanted to come on here to remind you, I'm not humble. I'm a Black American. Big B, not the little one. Black American, ethnic Black American, African American, colored, Negro, Solon, foundational Black American, ADOS, choose one. It's all the same. And humble is not, I'm not one of those things. And I don't apologize. If Black people really wanted to flex, we could. And I don't have a problem with anybody. But if the problem is finding me, then you found the right one. Because I will lean into this privilege every time. And I want you to choke on my success every time you come to this page. Because I'm not a humble Black American. And I'll never be. I carry around big confidence, big intellect, hardworking. And this message is not even for anybody specific. I'm a little fed up with what I've seen. Not surprised, not disappointed, just a little fed up. So you got the right one on the wrong day. Honestly, I don't really have to do much because this is my birthright. I don't have to be humble. And this is for anybody. This is not a specific nationality or culture that I'm talking to. If I could say where we have gone wrong is the confidence. Stop allowing people to make you feel like you're less than. We have a birthright to America. And people are questioning who we are. Don't waste your time. You can't gaslight me out of my birthright. And I think that's why you're mad. Because no matter the talking points, at the end of the day, it is a birthright and a privilege to be a Black American. So stay mad. And every time you come to my page, I want you to choke on my success.
You're a demon. You are a demon, ma'am. And I say that respectfully. You seem to be a beautiful Black woman. You seem to be healthy. If you have children, I want you to keep this in mind. You being all these great things, or claiming that Black people are all these phenomenal things, and then in the back end talking about you don't have to be humble because you're this great, because you're greater than other people. Let me tell you something, demon. Nothing that you are is because of your own doing. Not one thing. Not one thing. You believe that you're so great because you're just what? Because you're Black, because you was born with melanin on your skin, because you was born from a people who came over here from Africa. The Bible says in Micah 6:8, Old Testament, it says, he has shown you, O mortal, what is good. And what does the Lord require of you? To act justly and to love mercy and to walk humbly with your God. Proverbs 22:4 says, humility is the fear of the Lord. Its wages are riches and honor and life. Its wages, by simply being humble to the Lord, the one that created you, the one that helped your mother get through that pain for 9 months while your demonic ass was inside of her belly, made sure that she was healthy enough to deliver you and then to nurture you up to this fine age where you can brag about being so great that you are not humble because you did it yourself. Woman, you are a demon. Philippians 2:3-8 in the New Testament, you'll find this. It says, do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceits. Rather, in humility, value others above yourselves. In your relationships with one another, have the same mindset as Christ Jesus, who, being in very nature God, did not consider equality with God something to be used to his own advantage. Even Jesus, the Son of God, did not even use the fact that he was God's son, that he was actually God in flesh form. He didn't even use that to his advantage. But here you are, Miss Bigger and Badder than everybody, professing to the world that you are not humble because you're bigger, better, and badder than everyone that is not the same complexion of you. Mommy, you are a damn demon. Colossians 3:12, it says, therefore, as God's chosen people, holy and dearly loved, clothe yourselves with compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience. A lot of people are being taught now that the Bible is not the way to go. Demons are being trained up to do exactly what Eve was trained up to do. She was trained up to see beyond all of the abundance and only focus on the one thing that she lacked. And what happened from that? You have to have a period. That's what happened from that. Huh? 1 Peter 5:5-6. It says, all of you, clothe yourselves with humility toward one another, because God opposes the proud, but shows favor to the humble. Humble yourselves, therefore, under God's mighty hand, that he may lift you up in due time. These are Jesus's own teachings. Matthew 11:29, he says, take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart. Jesus Christ was, what? You're not humble, but Jesus was, but you act like you're supposed to be the chosen people? You're supposed to be the more blessed one in the room? What? Luke 14:11, and repeated in Luke 18:14, it says, for all those who exalt themselves will be humbled, and those who humble themselves will be exalted. Woman, all I'm gonna say is this, and some people might say, but what if she's not a Christian? But what if she don't believe in the Bible? So what? Does that mean I should stop talking about it? That's the problem with the pastors today in church. As soon as they see somebody want to go their own way in their congregation so that they can get their donations and their tithes and their offerings, they make sure that they try to tailor the word for those people. You cannot please everybody. Preach the word and that's it. Leave it on the line. And if the demons flee, boom, you got one. You're a demon, young lady. You know, well, I will say this. I hope and pray you don't teach your children this, because they deserve more. Our beauty, I will tell you this. I'm not I'm not this guy that walks down the street and turn heads. You know, like the guys that got it all, you know, the full beard or the clean shaven face, or, you know what I mean, their structure, jaw structure, and their body, the muscles, and the height and the swag, and the clothing and the bling, or whatever the case may be, whatever ignites the fire of other people. But when I look in the mirror, I see a handsome, cool, confident, smart, loving, go on and go on and go on and go on and go on. Like, I see positivity when I look at myself. So it don't take much for me to speak publicly or to do things that other people who doubt themselves usually won't do. That don't mean I don't doubt myself. I see my crooked teeth when I look at myself in the mirror. I see my hairline going back when I look at myself in the mirror. I see how skinny I am when I look at myself in the mirror. But I also see how confident and handsome and cool I am, and refined, and how much growth I've had over the years. I also see that at one time I was not humble either, because I was feeling myself. I was smelling myself. I was thinking I was the sugar honey iced tea. I was thinking you couldn't say nothing to me. Why? Because I'm better than you. Why? Because I've accomplished more than you. I've come further than you. I thought that I was the stuff, man. And guess what? I was humbled. Don't take the Lord's word for vain, man. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm trying to help you. And I'm not even trying to say that this woman right here is well, yes, I am. I'm saying she's going the wrong direction, and the words that she's spewing out of her mouth is demonic. And guess what? Here's the bad part. The bad part is when I went into the comment section of this lady's post, holy mackerel, man. People were lifting her up. Yes, sis, that's what I'm talking about. You ain't gotta be humble. We the best black people. Let's go. They can't do nothing with us. If we wanted to flex on them, we could flex on them. Flex. What? Why would you? Why? What's the point? What are you winning? What type of prize do you get out of this? Other than you having to deal with this in your darkness. This is why, and here's the thing, guys. I want us to get back to the old definition of woke. Because anyone who is the old definition of woke, the people that got our third eyes open and we can see through your BS, you will clearly see, if you look at this lady, that she does not look happy. She looks like she has no joy in her life. She's speaking calmly like, I know I'm the stuff and I'm better than you if you don't look like me. But when you think about what she wants to do, what does she want to do? She wants her success to make people feel bad. She wants her looks to make people feel bad. She wants the positive things that she does in life to bring about negativity in someone else's life. Just for the F of it. Woman, you are a devil. For real. And I just had to touch on that, be honest with you, man. At the end of the day, guys, I look at it like this, man. All of us have fallen short of the glory of God. All of us were born in sin. None of us are perfect. And the ones of us that want this world to be better, God will continue to bless you. Why? Because you plan on doing something good with your seed. You plan on planting or pollinating this world. You plan on pollinating this world with love. You plan on helping other people. You don't care too much about your own grandiose plans or what you've done or what you plan on doing. You want to help other people. You want there to be a smile on the face of other people. You want to pick people up. You don't want to knock people down. Someone that claims that they're not humble and that, yeah, I want you to choke on my success. Who says something like that? Who? Please let me know in the comments right now if you want your success to hurt somebody else. Make that make sense. Let me know if you want your success to hurt somebody. Dear Lord, bless me with money so I can hurt and so I can stunt on everybody. I want to go out there and I just want to hurt people's feelings. I want them to feel bad that I'm so blessed and beautiful and handsome and sexy and fast and strong and all this other stuff. Come, what? Who does that? Who does that, bro? It's the dumbest thing ever. You're supposed to want to be blessed so you can bless somebody else. That's what you're supposed to want to be. Dear Lord, use me. Something I used to say, man, when I used to do praise and worship. And I stopped because it became way too performative. It did. I have to admit. I became way too good at performing. And it became more about me and less about the Lord. And for that, Father, I'm you know, you already know I apologize for that. But I got it from this one pastor who came to our church. And before they preached, they said, Dear Lord, remove me out the way and use me. Speak through me. Set me down while you stand up. That right there, man, that's humility. The Lord walked this world, man, that he didn't say, yeah, I'm God's son. I said do it, and my father said do it, so do it. I run this. No, that's not how Jesus was, man. And you're not going to find that type of grandiose stance in any religion. Well, most religions anyway. Hold on one second, guys. I'll be right back. Well, let me go ahead and play this right here because I want to play this right here. Apparently, Chicago, this morning in Chicago, someone was set on fire at the train station. Have you heard about that? Yeah, shout out to Brandon Johnson.
Just before 9:30 last night on that Blue Line train, Chicago police tell us a 26-year-old woman got into an argument with a man that police believe is 45 years old. That argument turned physical, and at some point he threw liquid onto that woman and set her on fire. The train ended up stopping at Clark and Lake. The man took off running. Now, she was able to make it out of the train, but then she collapsed. Police say the fire was put out before the fire department got there. She was rushed here to Stroger in critical condition.
The 26-year-old woman's condition has not changed since last night. She is still in critical condition here at Stroger Hospital with burns on more than half of her body, including her face.
Just seen her lying on the ground, and she was kind of hyperventilating, in a lot of pain. She was really, you could tell she was really in bad shape.
Well, we know that this woman was saved by a number of Good Samaritans on the train with her. The police believe that the substance that was used as the accelerant was gasoline.
The Blue Line train was nearing the Clark and Lake station around 9:45 last night when the woman was set on fire. Chicago police say it started with an argument between the 26-year-old and a man appearing to be in his mid-40s. It's still unclear what that argument was about. Police say the man then poured some sort of liquid on her during the argument and ignited it. And you heard Alderman Riley say that police told him it may have been gasoline. When the train did stop, police say the woman got off and fell to the ground. The suspect took off running. CTA trains and stations have cameras all over them, but so far police have not released any images of the suspect they are looking for. But Alderman Riley says police do have some really good leads.
We're thankful for the technology that we have on the CTA system, especially on the platforms. But again, I'm going to renew my call for putting police officers on these trains, not sitting there sedentary, but walking through them like we do in New York City.
All right, so just so y'all know, all right, so the guy, he's a 45-year-old man, 5'10", He set this lady on fire, 20-something-year-old lady, 22-year-old lady, 26-year-old lady. And apparently this dude has been he has a documented history of 22 arrests since 2016, primarily from violent offenses, including aggravated battery. He was on a pretrial release with an ankle monitor for a pending aggravated battery case. A Cook County judge had denied prosecutors' request to detain him pre-trial. He's linked to prison arson incidents, including a recent fire at Chicago City Hall and other downtown fires. The attack stemmed from a verbal argument on the train. The suspect poured an unidentified flammable liquid, possibly from a beverage bottle, on the 26-year-old victim and ignited it with a lighter. The woman is identified as Debrina Kawam, and she's from Toms River, New Jersey, and I believe she was homeless. She's reported to be unhoused, is what they say she is. And she remains in critical condition at Stroger Hospital with severe burns to over 50% of her body, including her upper torso, face, and scalp. She was sleeping on the train before the altercation began. Apparently, there's a $10,000 reward offered to the community activist Patrick Gibbons for information leading to charges. The CTA has emphasized increased patrols and cooperation with police, but public safety concerns on the system continue to grow. The media is all over it because they're trying to, they're going to get their spin on it. They're going to take their sides, prepare for all of that. But the fact remains that someone was burnt. They tried to set someone on he tried to kill her. That's it. He tried to kill her. This happened in New York. An illegal immigrant actually did this, and he sat down and watched the person just burn. He just watched them. Like he was just looking at, he was ready today, going to start poking marshmallows. He's about to make some s'mores or something off the back of the person that he actually unalived while setting on fire. Well, this person as well was a homeless woman, 26 years old, and the person that actually did it, 45 years old, and have 22 prior convictions and an ankle monitor on while he did it. Yet they don't think that they have the right person. I believe that they caught the person. They just not putting his name out there yet. But it will be out soon. As soon as I have it, I will make sure I put it out there. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it, Neil Russell. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, man. So shout out to Chicago for doing such a bang up job with your city. You're doing such an amazing job. Yeah. Shout out to y'all. It's lovely. I'm thinking about moving there from Maryland so that I can bask in the beauty of all the crime that's being committed in Chicago, because it's just amazing. Now I see why y'all don't want any help, because y'all got it under wraps. You know what? My bad. Y'all got it. Ain't nobody been set ablaze, burnt alive in a damn train station. So yeah, y'all got it. In other news, Stacy, what's her name? This lady.
Investigation, and I began to get innumerable texts from friends, from foes, from constituents about what was happening in that hearing. And I got a text from Jeffrey Epstein, who at the time was my constituent, who was not public knowledge at that time that he was under federal investigation, and who was sharing information with me.
How many of y'all believe that? I mean, let's just keep it a buck, man. Do you believe that this lady and her people did not know that Jeffrey Epstein was under investigation at the time, that she was receiving all of those texts going back and forth? I mean, she was locked in. Or are you saying that in the middle of important hearings, you just constantly check the texts of random people all the time? It makes absolutely no sense to me. Also, it's hold on one second. So here's the thing too. Not only that, but she was she was accepting all of these texts from him, going back and forth, back and forth. He was telling her how to play it, what questions to ask, what questions to answer, how to answer the questions. He was coaching her pretty much. Just in case y'all don't know what I'm talking about, I'm talking about this video right here. Let me go ahead and pull this up for you guys.
Of the United States. And while we were once driving through a struggling neighborhood,
look at her. She's chewing gum, Pat. She's chewing gum. Not anymore.
He commented that only black people could live that way.
Stacey Plaskett, 2 minutes later.
Attorney-client privilege, yes, I will
Cohen
turn it
brought
over.
up Rona.
You, as my friend Mr. Meadows pointed out, misled this committee even today in a written submission that contradicted your testimony.
It looks to me like she's getting coached, Jack.
She doesn't know what Rona is.
You were going to review that. Did you review? Are you going to review it in our next break to correct the record? Yes or no?
Yes.
Quick, you're up
Question,
next.
you helped out the president.
Is this an acronym? She's asking
or were
Epstein.
involved in the campaign.
Quick, what does Rona mean?
As a spokesman,
and it's a person,
in your
Pat.
words today,
That's the
was
assistant's
your idea
name.
for the campaign dating back
How
to
crazy
2011.
is this?
That accurate? Yes or no?
That's
Yes.
the assistant.
Wait, this is 2019?
Yes.
Mr. Weisenberg and other individuals, Ms. Rona. Who are those individuals? Are they with the Trump organization?
They are.
Are there other people that we should be meeting with?
Look, she's called.
So, Alan Weisselberg is the chief financial officer.
Crazy, Tom.
You got to quickly give us as many
Quick,
names
she wants
as you
names,
can,
Pat.
so we can get to
Because Epstein's coaching her.
Is Ms. Rona, what is Ms. Rona's position?
Rona Graff is Mr. Trump's executive assistant.
And would she be able to corroborate many of the statements that you've made here?
Yes, her office is directly next to his.
Good work.
Oh my gracious, bro. He told her to ask a question. She asked it about the assistant. And then Jeff was like, great job, sweetheart. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, baby girl. Great work. Wow, that's nuts. Hold up. We're not done. So check this out. Not only was she allowing him to coach her while asking questions, but she was reaching out to his people, trying to see if she can get a sit down with him. She was practically begging, said, I'll meet you anywhere. Just tell me where you're going to be. Are you going to be in the restaurant? You going to be in this city? When you going to be here? I'll make myself available. What you trying to do? I'll meet up with you. It almost seemed like she was trying to smash him herself. You don't believe me? Check this out.
Representing the United States Virgin Islands in the House of Representatives inappropriately coordinated in real time with convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein in a congressional hearing in February of 2019. Whereas Delegate Plaskett was actively coached by Epstein during the hearing, receiving instructions on specific lines of questioning, and was congratulated after the message by Mr. Epstein, good work. Whereas Jeffrey Epstein, the Speaker of the House is not in order.
The gentleman has the floor. The chair would again ask the body to please observe decorum and keep conversations to a minimum. The gentleman has the floor.
Whereas Jeffrey Epstein was a known convicted felony sex offender, having pled guilty and been convicted for procuring a child for prostitution and solicitation, a proselyte in a plea deal in 2008, and served a 13-month prison sentence. Whereas in the course of that investigation, the FBI compiled reports on dozens of confirmed minors who credibly alleged sexual abuse by Mr. Epstein.
Now, somebody just now said this, and I appreciate you pointing this out. This is not the information that they wanted. Check out this email. This email came directly from Stacey Plaskett. Came directly from, and she reached out to Leslie, who apparently is the plug that can put her in front of Jeffrey Epstein. It reads, she says, good morning, Leslie. If you would share this information with Jeffrey, I'd be much appreciative. I will be grateful for his support and the support of those that he may direct to assist me. I'll be in New York City the Thursday of the event through the weekend. Again, thanks, Stacy. Let me tell you something. Hold on. Here's the thing. Check this out. Watch how Hakeem Jeffries acknowledges that this all went down. If you ever seen an email of Donald Trump reaching out to Jeffrey Epstein's people with this exact same email, they will bury him under the court. They would try their best to say, yo, this is proof. This is proof. He did it. He was in cahoots. He was this. He was that. What's going on, Renee? What's up, sweet angel? He was this. He was that. What's going on, Uncle Suggs topics? Uncle Shug? Let me tell you something. If this was Trump, bro, what do you think would have happened? Just let me know. What do you think would have happened? Well, I'm going to tell you exactly what how your boy flipped it. He's a professional politician.
It was appropriate for her to be texting with Jeffrey Epstein 11 years after he pleaded guilty
I mean, I have not had a conversation with Stacey Plaskett to discuss this issue because we've been focused today on making sure that there was a decisive vote as it related to the Epstein files and the release. I'm thankful for the work of Representative Massey, of Ro Khanna, but most importantly, the survivors.
Do you plan to talk to her about it?
I think that we successfully defeated a resolution that lacked any basis, was not credible, and was being brought by an individual who was trying to weaponize this issue to reinvigorate his own failed gubernatorial campaign in South Carolina. It was rejected on a bipartisan basis on the floor today. That's the end of the story.
Yeah, I was just asking if you personally believe messaging with Jeffrey Epstein, who is at that point a registered sex offender, is appropriate for a member of the House Democratic Caucus.
That's the third time you've asked me this question, and I'm going to give you the same exact answer. Our focus today is on making sure that the Jeffrey Epstein files were released. If you want to have a conversation with Stacey Plaskett about it, I'm sure she'd be willing to talk to you. It was an illegitimate effort to try to remove her from the House Committee on Intelligence, and that was defeated in a bipartisan way.
Hold on, before she asks him again, first of all, Caitlin Collins, big props to you for this. She would not let up. She pulled a Trump on Hakeem Jeffries. What does that mean? When Caitlin Collins is in front of Trump, she's a bulldog. She asks questions over and over and over again until she annoys Trump. She don't care if Trump was on the toilet, having some me time, reading the newspaper, finally away from all the cameras and everything. She will bust inside the door and ask the tough questions because she want to get him on record and she want to take him down. Unfortunately, she won't do that to Jeffrey. I'm gonna let y'all finish this, but then we're gonna come back and we're gonna have a conversation about it.
Well, let me ask you about you, because the White House has been highlighting an email that I'm sure you've seen today that Jeffrey Epstein got in 2013. They say it shows you were soliciting money and dinner from an Epstein. The email was not sent from you. It was sent from a political consulting firm called Dynamic SRG that says, "We are thrilled to announce we are working with Congressman Hakeem Jeffries. Shoot us an email or give us a call if you would like to get involved." What's your response? Do you recall that email being sent to Jeffrey Epstein from that team?
Yeah, of course, I have no recollection of the email. I've never had a conversation with him, never met him, know nothing about him other than the extreme things that he's been convicted of doing. And that's why, I'm just strongly supportive of the effort, backing the survivors to make sure that everything can come out, whatever is in those Department of Justice files.
So you never got a donation from Jeffrey Epstein or anything like that?
Certainly not.
Now, here's why I don't trust our elected officials, man, because all we want is honesty. We don't want you to take down Stacey Plaskett. We don't want you. We just want honesty. If we hear you are honest, speaking about somebody who's on your side of the aisle, then we know that you're honest enough to at least consider what you're saying, be objective. We would think that some of the things you're saying are objective, and we will consider your thoughts on certain topics because we know that you're not leaning one way. You're not trying to pull us over to your side, or you're just not trying to go after one side. Clearly, he's trying to go after one side. I just want y'all to see how he answered the very first question. I'm not going to play this whole thing over again, but I want y'all to see how he answered this very first question, because this was extremely telling. Was it the first one or the second question? Check this out.
Do you think it was appropriate for her to be texting with Jeffrey Epstein 11 years after he pleaded guilty?
I mean, I have not had a conversation with Stacey Plaskett to discuss this issue because we've been focused today on making sure that there was a decisive vote as it related to the Epstein files and the release. I'm thankful for the work of Representative Massey, of Ro Khanna, but most importantly, the survivors.
Do you plan to talk?
You hear that? Do you think it was appropriate for Stacey Plaskett to have this exchange via email with Jeffrey Epstein? I haven't had a chance to talk to Stacey Plaskett about this issue, but pivot, I'm going to talk about something else that makes me look good. That's the part when it comes to politicians that I despise, bro. I don't like it at all. I can't roll with it. I can't get with it. No matter how much my interest is starting to grow in politics, it's because of snakes like this that I cannot get aboard and try to like fully, pick up my flag and be like, yeah, this politician is honest. I like them. I'm backing them. No, why would I? Because if you was asked the same exact question about Trump or about anybody on the right, you would take the opportunity to poop all over them. You would jump up on a desk, pull out your ding-a-ling, and piss all over them if that makes them look bad and make you look good. But because Stacey Plaskett is on your side, this is how you answer the question. You can't even tell us, what was the question?
Do you think it was appropriate for her to be texting with Jeffrey Epstein 11 years after he pleaded guilty?
I mean, I have not had
No. Do you think it was appropriate? Do I think it was appropriate? No, I don't think it was appropriate. No, I don't. Next question. That's simple. What am I missing here? What am I missing here, guys? Does it take a whole lot to say no? I don't think it was appropriate. I don't like that guy, what he stands for. Obviously, you've seen all of the information out there about him. He was not a good guy. And the fact that Stacey Plaskett was texting him, I don't know why she wanted his support. Not sure of it, but no, it was very inappropriate. Next question. I want to show y'all what reason. Here's the reason why I'm starting to think that Trump is a lot more honest than they give him credit. They claim that he lie. Okay. But he answers questions. He'll call you out for being a jerk, but he'll answer a question. Check him out right here. He's having a conversation with, I don't know what dignitary he's having a conversation with. I'm not fully abreast with these people. I'm trying to figure it out, the names and all these other things, where they're from, blah, blah, blah. But he was asked a question in order to embarrass him while he was hosting at the White House. And I want you to see how not only he acknowledged that you're a jerk, I don't like you, nor do I like the company that you represent, but I'll go ahead and appease you just quickly. And he answered the question, and he got into depth. He made sure that there was a clear understanding so that you don't ask me that question again, because clearly you did it as a gotcha moment, and it didn't get me. It wasn't a gotcha moment. It wasn't what you thought it was going to be, because I manned up and I showed you who has the balls in this conversation.
Mr. President, why wait for Congress to release the Epstein files? Why not just do it now?
You know, it's not the question that I mind, it's your attitude. I think you are a terrible reporter. it's the way you ask these questions. You start off with a man who's highly respected, asking him a horrible, insubordinate, and just a terrible question. And you could even ask that same exact question nicely. You're all psyched up. Somebody psychs you over at ABC. They're going to psych it. You're a terrible person and a terrible reporter. As far as the Epstein files is, I have nothing to do with Jeffrey Epstein. I threw him out of my club many years ago because I thought he was a sick pervert. And I guess I turned out to be right. But you know who does have? Bill Clinton, Larry Summers, who ran Harvard, was with him every single night, every single weekend. They lived together. They went to his island many times. I never did. Andrew Weissman, I hear. All these guys were friends of his. You don't even talk about those people. You just keep going on the Epstein files. And what the Epstein is a Democrat hoax to try and get me not to be able to talk about the $21 trillion that I talked about today. It's a hoax. Now, I just got a little report, and I put it in my pocket, of all the money that he's given to Democrats. He gave me none, zero, no money to me. But he gave money to Democrats. And people are wise to your hoax. And ABC's, your company, your crappy company, is one of the perpetrators. And I'll tell you something. I'll tell you something.
So why not just sign it down?
I think the license should be taken away from ABC because your news is so fake and it's so wrong. And we have a great commissioner, the chairman, who should look at that because I think when you come in and when you're 97% negative to Trump and then Trump wins the election in a landslide, that means obviously your news is not credible and you're not credible as a reporter. So I've answered your question. You should go and look at the Democrats who received money from Epstein, who spent their time. Larry Summers was with him all the time. That creep, the fund guy, was with him all the time. What's his name? Who? Reid Hoffman. I don't know Reid Hoffman, but I know he spends a lot of money on the radical left. Reid Hoffman, in my opinion, should be under investigation. He's a sleazebag. And those are the people, but they don't get any press, they don't get any news, and you're not after the radical left because you're a radical left network. But I think the way you ask a question with the anger and the meanness is terrible. You ought to go back and learn how to be a reporter. No more questions from you.
At least you got your question answered. At least you got your question answered. Are you happy with the question? Are you happy with your answer? At least you got your question answered. Let me tell you something. Here's the thing I like about Trump, man. And a lot of people get so upset when you talk about, I like Trump. I like Trump. Trump is just he's a smart dude, man. But he's also a bully. Let me tell you something. Here's the thing I like about Trump. Not only is he going to answer your question, he's going to give you what you want. Let me tell y'all what I mean by that. When he answers your question, he's saying, okay, you want to go? Let's go. I'm going to answer your question. What was the question? Okay, you want to know about, right? All right, let me answer that part. Now I'm going to give you what you want. You want drama. Let's get it. You ready? When are y'all going to look into the Clintons? When are you going to look into the Obamas? When are you going to look into everybody else that was on those lists? When are you going to ask the ladies that y'all are putting in front of all of the cameras, talking about we were victims when we were young? When are y'all going to ask them to name names so that you can start putting it all over your broadcast? Ask them how many times you saw Clinton at the island. Ask them how many times you saw the Obamas at the island. Ask them how many times they've seen some of their favorite politicians or artists or actors or billionaires that they've seen on social media. How many times they've seen them there? Go ahead and ask them. I'll sit here and I'll wait. I'll twiddle my thumbs because there was many times where they had them on MSNBC and asked them these questions, but they specifically wanted to know, did you see Trump there? And all the time they was like, nope. No, I didn't see Trump there. I didn't see Trump there. I don't know. Also, do y'all not understand that Jeffrey Epstein himself, in the emails where he was talking about Trump, he referred to Trump as the dog. But do you know what he said about the dog? I'm going to tell you what he said about the dog, because he referred to Trump as the dog. Why? Because he was speaking in certain legalese, trying to make sure that nobody who read those transcripts would know who he's talking about. All right? But do y'all remember what he said? Does anybody inside the chat know what he said about the dog? He said that the dog didn't bite. Or did he say the dog didn't bark? Basically what that means is we tried to set him up. He didn't do it. It was something similar to you bring the way that you can tell that somebody is an undercover cop is by offering them an illegal substance. And if they take it, then you're like, okay, I can work with you. All right. Y'all seen Training Day before, right? How many of you seen Training Day? A lot of you have seen Training Day before. The thing you got to do in order to make sure that they're not undercover, you got to make sure that they can do something complicit. The dog didn't bark. The dog didn't bark. The dog didn't snitch. The dog didn't eat. The dog, we put these girls in front of him. He didn't partake. He didn't want to have any parts of it. He told him that he was trash. He told him that he was nasty. He said that the island was a cesspool. The brother tried to be business partners with him. Trump tried to be business partners. He tried to be friends with them. He tried to be cool with them. But then when he realized what he was up to, oh, nah, brother, what? How many of you, I will say me, I did a couple of times. How many of you have been friends with people who have done some things in life that could have put you in a peculiar situation had you had you not gotten out of that relationship or that situation? So what you did, you just walked away, or you stopped answering calls, or stopped answering emails, or stopped answering texts from these people because you knew that they were bad news. Same thing happened here with Trump. So at the end of the day, man, I don't know why we got this picture up, but thank you so much for the super chat, Brent. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you, brother. I don't want to put the picture up of him in the dress because I don't want to get in trouble. You know, the one where he's looking real sexy in the blue Monica Lewinsky dress, and it still got a little bit of man yogurt on it. Okay, next up. What are we talking about, man? I can't be on here talking about no daggone man yogurt. Man yogurt? For real, bro? Is that what we talking about this morning? Man yogurt? Huh? I'm Van? That what we talking about? Can't be talking about no daggone man yogurt. So yeah, all of this false outrage is trash. It's absolutely nuts, man. And they need to check themselves before they wreck themselves. That's what they need to do. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. All right. All right. Let me see. Hold on 1 second, guys. All right. Guys, I want to show y'all this right quick. This is for all of the people. And I desperately want to show this to you guys because I want you to save this part of the video, okay? Save this part of the video so you can come back and watch it later. And it's not for me, it's for you. All right? Okay, here we go. Now let me take down this picture. This probably not some of y'all favorite picture, but I got to take it down. All right. Check this out, guys. I came across this video yesterday, and I said that I wanted to show it to you all. So listen to this, all right? Even take notes if you want. Check this out. Hold on, let me remove something from my screen so I can be able to take it down. Okay, boom. Boom. All right, let me see here.
Instead of getting a part-time job, you're going to want to try this first. First, start a brand new Instagram account. People do not realize how simple it is to make money on the internet. And no, you don't have to be an influencer or have a ton of followers. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to pick a niche. If you don't have any idea about any of these niches, choose one of these 3. These are the 3 top niches: health, wealth, and relationships.
Health, wealth, and relationships.
Next, you're going to head on over to a site like Copecart and sign up for free. You are going to go to the marketplace, and then you are going to choose a product in your niche. You want to choose a higher ticket product, something that pays you $200 to $500 to $1,000 per sale. Next, you're going to start posting simple 5 to 7 second reels around your niche and your product to drive people to your links. Don't worry, if you don't have any idea what to post, you go to a site called Viral Finder and model viral posts that are in your topic. Depending on the price of the product that you choose to promote, you only need about 10 to 15 sales per month to generate $10,000 or more a month. This is called affiliate marketing. Forbes has announced this for the past couple of years as one of the top highest paying side hustles. I've been doing this a little over 2 years, and I started this from zero followers, zero knowledge. I didn't need a special degree, and it has changed our lives. We have been able to pay off the medical debt from my husband's accident, been able to say yes more. I was able to quit 2 jobs that I was working. Now I just don't stress all the time. If you would like access to a free class that breaks this all down more, comment me below and I will send it to you.
Let me know if you want me to send you the link. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and I'm going to put the link inside of my chat for you guys. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the link inside of the chat so that you can take this. Stop thinking that everything's a damn scam, okay? All right? What she's selling is products that's already out there. That's it. She's not selling anything. She's actually telling you how to make money online, because a lot of people are hoping that jobs will open up, that a company will open up in your city, that the federal government will create opportunities for you and your family. A lot of times that's not going to happen. Me as a content creator, I think it's necessary that I give you the tools that you need, that you can go out there and just do. These people have done this time and time again. A lot of times when I started coaching people on YouTube, I only started coaching people on YouTube because one of my mentors said, Van, if you want to do what you want to do in life, you want to become a mentor. Why? Because when you start to teach and show other people how to do things and good things start to happen in other people's lives, the universe will reward you for it. That's how they go. But I intentionally started this channel hoping that someday I will have enough information to give back to people where they can do something great with the information that I give them. So it really worked out. Here's more information, guys. I want y'all to take this and I want you to use it. All right? Take it and use it. The link is inside the chat. I want y'all to go ahead, save it. Just look into it. All right? Look into it. Prove it to be wrong. But at the end of the day, just know that the resources are out there. Everybody, a lot of people are turning to social media to make money nowadays, all right? Especially if you're already an LFR family content creator. I want you to take these steps. I want you to see for yourself whether or not it works or whether or not it does not, okay? If it doesn't work, then say, Van, I tried it. You know what I mean? I've put 2 months into it and I'm not seeing any results. I'm gonna let you know this right now. I know a ton of people who are getting great results on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, on YouTube, you name it, on Snapchat. They're doing it everywhere. Why? Because these platforms need eyes. They need bodies to always be on their platform so that they can make money, so that they can run ads. So that's how that works. And they're willing to pay the average Joe to do the work. And it's not a whole lot of work. Even if you're not technically technologically savvy, you can still get it done. You really can. Don't let this scare you. You might be a nurse, a doctor. You might be in business already. You might be in accounting or in real estate or whatever the case may be. I don't know what your occupation is today, But some of you don't want to do YouTube. Some of you don't want to do TikTok or Instagram or none of that. Well, I'm telling you this right now. Sometimes you got to do what you don't want to do in order to get what you want. Just saying. You know, like working out. If you want that body that you want, you're going to stop eating the things that you want to eat all the time. And you're going to start to eat the things that you don't want to eat all the time. You're going to start having more activity. You're going to start walking more. You're going to start running more. You're going to start being more active, lifting weights. You're going to do the things necessary to get you to your ultimate goal. And this right here is definitely a resource that you can use. I don't know this lady. I get nothing from you locking into her way of doing things. Here I am as a YouTube coach sending you to someone else saying, yo, if you want Instagram help, she will be the one to do it. Why is that? Because I don't teach anything I haven't done. If I haven't done it successfully already, I don't teach it at all. Ask anybody that I work with. I just don't. I will mention it and I will give you the resources. But if it's something that I know how to do, I'm teaching you how to do that. Why? Because that sets well on my conscience. All right. And also I can do it without feeling guilty. And I know it works. So I know I'm doing a good thing by passing the information on to you. Okay. So go ahead, check that out. Let me see. Here's another one. This one right here is not about making money, guys. All right. It's just not. I just wanted to show that to you guys. All right. All right. So let me go ahead and remove this one and put this one up here too. All right.
In the last 8 months, Atlanta alone, have reported 20,000 HIV cases. I don't know how many times I can say this, but I'm going to say it every day if I have to. You need to keep your legs closed. I don't know what the hell is going on, but sex is not one of them things that you need to be doing. It's not worth dying for. And I don't care how good the medication is now. I don't care that it is now not a automatic death sentence like that as it used to be. I don't care. Keep your legs closed. 20,000 cases in the last 8 months in Atlanta. Is it worth? I wish I would even go visit down there. It is not going to happen. And unfortunately, I know some people that have contracted it. To be truthfully honest with you, all of them happen to be men. It's not worth your life. Protect yourself. Leave it alone. Go get tested together. Know your status. Take PrEP.
Putting that out there. A lot of these youngins nowadays, they feel like they're invincible. They're all about doing what they see on TV. Free love. They don't think that they can catch anything. They don't think that anything would ever happen to them. So they go out there and they do what they do. It's unfortunate that Atlanta, Georgia is having such a rise because Atlanta, Georgia is considered to be the mecca of Black millionaires. And that's unfortunate that a lot of people go out there and say, oh man, this is where all the rich Black people are. So we're just going to have crazy amounts of sex and unprotected and just continue to run up this HIV rate. Guys, please make that make sense to me. I don't get it. I can't understand it for the life of me. This lady said, I'm not even going to visit. Why is that? I don't know why. Maybe she can't go without feeling like she needs to open up her legs. I don't know. But when I seen this video, I said, I want to run it past y'all. It says Atlanta and the broader metro area have long been hotspots for HIV in the United States, with rates significantly higher than national averages. While new diagnoses in Georgia showed a slight decline from 2022 and 2023, returning to pre-pandemic trends, the region still bears a disproportionate burden, accounting for over half of all new U.S. cases in the South. Atlanta, Georgia accounts for half of all new HIV cases in the South. Here's a breakdown of the most recent available data from 2023 and 2024. Full year figures are not yet released as of November 2025. Apparently, new HIV cases in Georgia, 2,442. Rate is 22 per 100,000. So every 22 people in the 100,000 are getting it. In Fulton County is 466. That's 50.5 per 100,000. Wow, this is nuts, man. This is nuts. It says new diagnoses were highest amongst Black or African American men who have sex with men. So I'm just putting this out there, guys. And no, I'm not trying to beat anybody in the head with the Bible today. I just want to just put this out there. When you have people saying that men aren't supposed to be with men, that's against God's will. It's not always about that. It's about, what's the point of having sex in the first place? Yes, you want to have sex to feel good. And we're all adults. We can talk about this. You want to have sex because it feels amazing, right? But there's an insatiable appetite that comes from doing that act over and over and over again. Then you have the homosexuals, right? The men that like to be with other men. And people are saying, no, that's not right. We need to stop it. And then they say, you hate, you're homophobic, this, that, and the other. It's like, no. When you do that, you contract HIV. That's what happens. That's not what your body is supposed to be doing. Like, that back door is not for that. Although a lot of y'all partake, but that back door is not for that. All right? It really isn't. And when they do it and they saying, forget it, we're going to do whatever we want to do. Now they're doing it. And the cases are crazy. It says other key groups include Black women, heterosexual. So the highest group that's contracting it, 40% of the cases are Black men who participate in homosexual activity in Atlanta, Georgia. And I have to say that these dudes are presenting themselves as straight, and then they're doing homosexual acts with men who present themselves as gay. I'm just saying. And then the next in line are Black women. Next behind them are Hispanic and Latino men who have sex with other men. So the Hispanic men are now doing it in Atlanta, Georgia. It's like everybody's going to Atlanta, Georgia to live out their homosexual fantasies. What the hell, man? And the homosexual men cases have went up 7.1% in an annual increase. And the Black men, the heterosexual ones, have went up 0.4%. Claims of a sudden outbreak, like 15,000 to 20,000 new cases in Atlanta or Georgia in 2025 are unfounded and stem from misinformation on social media. So what she's talking about, they're claiming that this is fake news, but they're also saying that the numbers are going up like crazy. Actual figures remain in the hundreds for the city and low thousands statewide annually. So this lady is saying 20,000. Apparently it's not 20,000, it's the hundreds. So 20,000 is not the real numbers, but the percentages, 40% cases are going up like crazy in ATL, and they're much bigger than anywhere else in the world. I mean, well, in the United States, that is true. So this whole 20,000 thing is a lie. When she posted this video, she was just letting people know how bad it is, but the 20,000, I don't know where she got that information from, but it's a lie. All right. So that's the reason why I'm covering this. I had to put that out there. I thought it was important. And you know what I mean? So yeah. Also, guys, when y'all have a moment, make sure that y'all go to Spreaker.com. It's in the link below. I have a podcast, and I'm gonna start posting a lot more content over there. But it's not gonna be this type of content. It's gonna be me talking, and it's gonna be me. I can foresee me starting some sugar honey iced tea from my podcast in the next year, because when it comes to podcasting, I don't hold back. Podcasts don't have the same rules as YouTube. Podcasts don't have the same community guideline restrictions as YouTube, Meta, and that's Facebook, Instagram, Threads. TikTok is the worst. TikTok is by far the worst when it comes to community guidelines, because conservatives have we got to play by different rules than leftists over there on TikTok. Yeah, got to play by different rules. I just now got 2 strikes on TikTok, and it was for me saying something factual, and they said I was bullying, and I wasn't being mean or anything. I was just being factual, and I got 2 strikes. And people videos are still over there where they're making fun, acting out, and actually professing with their mouths that they are happy that Charlie Kirk was unalived publicly the way that he was. So I just want, TikTok is the worst, bro. It really is. Although it's a pretty nice app, and is still taking all of the young people it's taking all the young people away from Instagram and from YouTube, because I don't know. I really don't know why, but it just is. But at the end of the day, guys, I want us to make sure we keep our minds open to what's going on in this world. Not be afraid to have tough conversations, because we are the adults in the room. And stop thinking that you're better than anybody. Please, you're not better than anybody, okay? Try being better than yourself, all right? Get you an Outwork Yesterday hat. Outwork yesterday. Outwork yourself. You know what I mean? Put yourself on the chopping block. Be like a track and field. If you're going to be like anybody, be like a track and field athlete, because they race against their own time. That's how you get better. You race against your own time. You look at what you accomplished so far, and you try to outdo that. Your neighbor, they got their own circumstances. They got their own situation, their own story. You have yours. You have goals you're trying to achieve. You no longer want to depend on other people. You're trying to find better ways so that you and your family could be positioned so that you can live the life you want to live and have it as utopic as possible, but still real, right? You can do that as long as you stop blaming everybody else for your lack and consider the fact that God has blessed you with nothing but abundance. And all you got to do is tap into that and get running, get rolling, get it done. I've worked with many people who do nothing but freaking complain, man, or think or doubt themselves, believe that they can't do it. And sometimes I get the blame because I'm not able to ensure them that they can. But as adults, once we cross that 18-year-old line, it's all on us at that point. So, I mean, my wife and I, we try our best to make sure that we encourage our kids to get out there and try things, do what they got to do. You know, my wife tell them all the time, be a good friend, be a good person. You know what I mean? And they do that. But at the same time, we tell them to thrive for success. Don't make excuses that life is not fair. So stop thinking that this person is not fair and that person not fair and complaining about it and letting that slow you down. You can go out there and do it, right? But at the end of the day, man, we got to hold each other accountable. And holding each other accountable don't mean be judgmental. It's just recognizing the fact that you're moving in the wrong direction and I'm your brother. I'm your sister in Christ. And it's my duty to course correct, to help you course correct. and it's your duty to help me course correct. If somebody will let you continue to go down the path of darkness and fire and damnation, then they're not your friend. They're not your partner. They don't have your best interest at heart or in mind. And you need to let those people go. All right? But still be as humble as possible, man. Give give one a fish. You feed them for a day. Teach them to fish, and they eat for a lifetime. Good job. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Absolutely. Them women know men be dealing with men. Yeah, they do. And they don't give 2 sugar honey iced teas. They really don't. And I don't get it. I don't see how a woman could be attracted to a man that's not attracted to her. Like, this man he wants to be with another man, but you're with him. Why? You're trying to change him? Why? Because I don't get it. I really don't get it, man. At the end of the day, I can't judge them. They're going to do what they want to do anyway. Thank you so much, Quincy. I appreciate it. And thank you, Brent. I appreciate it, Neil. Thank you, Neil. And Tijuana Border Jumper for all of the super chats. Thank you, guys. Don't forget, go to blueturner.com inside of the chat so that you can get your own Mito Blue, or you can hit this this barcode, this QR code, and get your own Mito Blue. Make sure you put in LFR 20 so you get 20% off. And also, guys, make sure that you go and visit hetsforsale.com so that you can cop some merch. Now, I know I talk about this all the time. Y'all like, man, we don't want your merch, Nick. We don't want your merch. It's all good. You ain't got to get my merch, man. But I would love for you to try it, though, because our merch is getting better and better and better and better and better. Here we go right here. Just in case you don't know, this is us, hatsforsale.com. It's in the link down below. Make sure you put in the QR code. Put in the code, the LFR 10. Is it LFR 10 or LFR 15? Try LFR 15. Put in LFR 15. If that don't work, put in LFR 10 so you can get a percentage off. Christmas is coming up. These are great stocking stuffers. Or if you just want to get something for the winter or for the fall where you look nice, you're warm, you know what I mean? Got white joints for the snow, be outside in the snow shoveling with that on looking fly. Don't be out there in the black because that white snow residue is going to get on it and it's not going to feel good at all. I'm just going to let you know that. All right. So make sure that you go ahead and cop you something, get something for somebody else in your family. If you have someone that's in your life who's a great father, get them this sweat hood right here. It says world's greatest father. Or if you're trying to encourage yourself to keep it moving, check this out. This hoodie right here says good things come to those who hustle. All right. Get your Outwork Yesterday's shirt, or get your Welfare Boy t-shirt or sweatsuit. Great quality. You will love it. All right. It looks good. I wear mine everywhere. All right. That's all I got, man. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the live stream. Let me see what y'all are saying before I tap out for the day and get ready for my my call with the people. Let me see here. Let me see. Nothing worse than a married or just coupled up man on the down low. You said nothing worse. I can think of many things that are worse than a man on the down low. How about a woman on the down low? How about a man or woman outwardly that don't want to be with the opposite sex and create a family? They just want to have a good time. I'm just saying. So also, if you buy 3 things, I forgot this. If you buy 3 things on hatforsale.com, you'll get free shipping. Okay. Click, click, click. Boom. It comes to your doorstep. You looking fly, the packaging and everything. And I would love to hear what you have to say about it. Also, anybody that get the blue turn, go to blueturner.com and get the Mito Blue. I've been feeling the effects. I've been a lot more clear headed. My memory, I don't know if my memory has been impacted yet, or my sleep. For real, because my sleep is usually good, but I haven't tried this long enough yet. Only 3 days. Yeah, but I enjoy it so far. I enjoy it. Not sure about the whole blue pea thing. You'll understand that if you start taking methylene blue. Check out Alex Jones methylene blue. Do your research on it. But I want you, once you do your research before you purchase anything, come back to my channel, any one of my live streams or any one of my last 10 videos, and look in the link. Go through blueturner.com and check out what they have to offer and compare. Just compare. Look at the ingredients. Look at the studies. Look at everything. Look at the full package. All right. And I want you to tell me what you think. All right. I would love to have a conversation with you. I'm trying to learn more about the product myself. Let me see. I've lost weight since I've got mine way back in the day. Need me a new one. What's going on, Adelasia? Shout out to Adelasia, man. 78 degrees and humid. I am ready for a little chill. Okay, Pamela, you bragging. All right. I do still have the Sugar Honey Iced Tea t-shirts. They are through Teespring, though. You can get those directly from YouTube. Right below all of my freaking videos is Teespring. All right. So my Teespring shop still has all of my old merch. Feel free to go ahead and copy some of that as well. I'm working with hatsforsale.com because I'm trying to make the merch, a better quality, much better designs, more options of hats and clothing, and we're about to have shoes and the whole, the sleeping aid where you put it over your eyes where it's dark. What you call that? The sleep mask. About to have some LFR Family sleep mask. So yeah, we working, man. We working. And I can't do that through Teespring, unfortunately. I only can create like little things, but Teespring is still killing this. So go ahead to Teespring and get the Sugar Honey Iced Tea joints if you like. I'm a welfare baby, can't afford merch. Oh man, miss me with that. Go get your money, man. Go get your money. All right, guys. So thank y'all again, guys, for being a part of the LFR family. I appreciate it. I will see you on the next live stream. And don't forget, go watch all of my new uploads. All right. And shout out to Go See Gail. We got one of our LFR family content creators who's posting content on the channel now. She's killing it. She's forming her own fan base on the channel, and we're about to have more. So hopefully you guys continue to support all of our artists that come out. And if anybody asks you, why am I doing this? Tell them to mind their business. I have a vision God has blessed me with, and we're getting it popping. All right. Hopefully you enjoyed today's live stream. Love y'all. See you on the next one. We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace.